I've made a lot of good trades in crypto. A lot of bad ones too. But one of my biggest mistakes, the one that still stings, was giving up in 2020. The market was dead, sideways, boring as hell. Bitcoin had already pumped. ETH was lagging. Everyone expected alts to blow up at any second. But you can guess what happened. They dumped. Like they have at the moment. The crash was brutal. It felt like the opportunity was gone. Over. So I got sloppy. I stopped watching, I panic sold the dips, and then the Fed cut rates. And the market didn't just wake up, it exploded. We got the mother of all alt seasons in 2021, and whilst I caught some of it, I was late. I left many big gains on the table. Why? Because I let the boredom and fear of 2020 shake me out. Today feels exactly the same. The air is thick with the same doubt, the same exhaustion. So in this video, I'm going to show you why I believe we're repeating the 2020 setup move for move, and how you can prepare so you don't make the same damn mistakes I did. If this video helps you stay in the game, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. This video is for informational purposes only. Crypto assets are high risk and are not suitable for all retail investors. This video is not intended for a UK audience. Let's rewind the tape. 2019 and 2020 were brutal. Not just because of the crashes, but because of the soul-crushing boredom in between. Bitcoin had its little mid-cycle run to 14k and then nothing, just months of sideways chop. Then the COVID crash hit, a black swan event that felt like the final nail in the coffin, and after that more sideways. Altcoins, don't even get me started. This is a total 2 chart, the total market cap of all altcoins. We get these little pumps of hope, a peak here in June 2019. I aped in, then a brutal crash. I panic sold. Lost money. Then it rallied again in early 2020. I thought, this is it. I aped in again. Then the COVID crash. I panic sold again. It was emotionally draining. The endless chop is almost as bad as the crashes. It's designed to wear you down, to make you doubt everything, to make you give up. And all through this pain, what was happening? Bitcoin dominance was rising, just like it is now. Actually, you know what's funny? Look at this. Bitcoin dominance today in July 2025 is at the exact same level it was in July 2019, right before the final shakeout. Is it a coincidence? Probably, but it rhymes loudly. Back then, every alt BTC pair was bleeding out. The whole market felt like a failure. People on Twitter, in the news, everywhere were saying crypto was done. Again. I got bored. I got frustrated. I stopped planning. I gave up. It was a ghost town, just like it is right now. But then, the trigger was pulled. Right when everyone was at maximum despair, the Fed stepped in. And they didn't just nudge the market. They hit it with a defibrillator. They started cutting interest rates. And yeah, it was an unprecedented amount because of COVID. I get it. I'm not saying we're going to get an exact repeat of a global pandemic stimulus, but here's what everyone gets wrong. We do not need rates at 0%. There have been plenty of bull runs in history with rates way above zero. It wasn't about the level of interest rates. It was about the dramatic shift in policy. The market doesn't care about the absolute number. It cares about the direction, the momentum. They went from tightening to full-blown easing. They slashed rates. They unleashed quantitative easing. Printer goes brrr. The whole 9 yards, as the Yanks say. And the market turned on a dime, as the Yanks also say. Global liquidity surged. Bitcoin slowly started to turn up. Then it accelerated. ETH woke up from its coma, and then alts blew up all over our faces. It didn't feel bullish until it was already happening. And if you weren't positioned early, if you'd panic sold like I did, if you were left chasing green candles, buying other people's bags, you missed the easy money. So let's look at today, July 2025. Does any of this sound familiar? Bitcoin has already had its big move. ETH is lagging. That sounds familiar. Bitcoin dominance is still high, just like it was in pre-alt season 2020. Retail is gone, vanished.